tonight. So while all of our faces are great and it's probably great to see friends and people you know, speaker view might be the best way to watch this. We are going to record it. So for anyone, yourself, a friend, a student who wants to go back and view the info night, please know that it'll be posted in as many places as we can possibly post it, on our website, on Facebook, on Google Classrooms, et cetera, et cetera. And we do hope at the end to have a little bit of time for questions. The admin may just be the ones to stay on, because others of you and or some of the teachers need to go to the 7 p.m. AP Info Night concurrent enrollment session, which we have links at the end of this slideshow that'll remind you or direct you to those Zoom rooms. So this is, again, very new and unique for us. We're going to do the best we can to go through information tonight about course selection for your current Northgate student for next year. Any and all videos and links we will not be watching tonight and spending the time, but the slideshow again will be available to you, so you can go back later, click on those, watch any of the videos, get any additional information. Okay, I will share my screen and get us started.
All right, while Mr. Box is sharing his screen, I'll go ahead and welcome everybody. Hi, thank you for coming to our course information night. My name is Kelly Cooper. I am your principal. I am thrilled to see all of you tonight and to talk with you about, yes, already course selections for next year. It's it's an exciting and also a little bit of a moving target right now as far as what we're planning for. So we are just planning for a typical high school year, and your student taking 6 or if they have the opportunity and desire 7 courses. And then what that actually looks like will of course play out a little bit later. Tonight, we're just here to talk to you about what we're offering and make sure that we get all your questions answered and that we recruit for our elective courses and get your students excited for their school year next year.
Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm already up. Hi, my name is Emmeline Thompson. I am the PFC president. But first, want to start off saying thank you to all the families who have contributed to our education fund and who have taken advantage of a corporate matching. Your generous donations provide all these services for the school. And I would just like to point out the top 3, which I think are pretty significant because they actually pay for some salaries for people which interact with our kids daily, our class sections, our computer technician, and our support counselors. So thank you so much. I won't go into detail about all the things we support, but you can certainly find out more on our webpage if you'd like, or reach out to me. And the next thing I want to say, short and brief, is stay informed, stay connected. Our February meeting is next Thursday, 7 p.m. They're all through Zoom. I know that we can maybe be a little zoomed out these days, but it also makes it very convenient just to hop on at home to see what's going on. And you can subscribe to our e-blast, even though not much is happening these days and not much is going out. But you can always reach out to me personally, nhspfcfres@gmail.com, if you have any more questions. We do have a lot of positions opening up next year. It's another great way to be involved. So again, reach out if you have questions. Thanks so much, guys.
Great, thanks so much, Emmeline. So our counselors, we're going to take a few minutes just to give some overview tips on the course selection process and some places to find additional information.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leanne Owen. I'm the counselor for students, last names A through G. You can email me at onl@mdusd.org. That's my phone extension, but I'm not in the office this year as we're in distance learning. I want to talk to y'all about our academic counseling website. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, this is just kind of an overview of what it looks like. On the left-hand corner there, you can see that we have some great resources and information about graduation and college requirements, college information, credit remediation, concurrent enrollment programs. And then down at the bottom, that's where you'll find presentations that we have previously done, either in past years or ones that we have done this year. And then on the right, you can find our contact info. There's a lot of great things on our website, so please be sure and check it out if you need information or need to get in contact with us.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Bly. I'm the counselor for last names H to O, and there you can find my contact information. You can still call the office line. I'm in office about once or twice a week, so I also have a different number that's when I email, it comes up on my email signature. But I just wanted to point out a couple things about course planning and where to find everything you need to know about course planning. So if you go to the Northgate website and you go under students, under course planning, you'll come to this webpage right here. And you'll see at the top there that you can make an appointment with your counselor. We have our Calendly links, so you can just click on that and pick a time to meet with us. So if you have any questions about scheduling, go ahead and just click on that link and you'll find, hopefully find a time to meet with us. But you can also send us an email if one of those times doesn't work. The second thing I wanted to point out was that we have links to each of the classes. So class of 2022 course selection information, and you'll find just your students' graduating class right there. And there you'll find the course selection worksheet that was previously a worksheet that we wrote in, but now it's online in a Google form. So you'll want to make sure that you fill that out. And it also provides the course worksheet, or sorry, the course packet that has a list of classes that are available to your student. We also have the big course guidebook that has in-depth descriptions about each of the classes. You'll find all that information in that link there. So you want to make sure that you fill out your classes in two places. There's the Google form, that's the course selection worksheet. And then you can also sign up for your classes on HomeLink. And so if you go down towards the bottom there, where it says resources to help your student, you'll see the how to set up a student HomeLink account. So if your student doesn't already have a HomeLink account, they'll want to make sure that they sign up for one. They can't use a parent account, so they'll need to set up a student account. If they don't have their verification code, they can email their counselor to get that code. There's also a lovely video that was made by Ms. Cooper on how to enter your courses on HomeLink. So be sure to check that out. And then I just wanted to mention a few other things about the course selection worksheet. There you'll be able to indicate if you'd like an A period. We can't promise it, but we can do our best to get you an A period, or if you prefer a 1 through 6, you'll want to make sure you write that in there. And you'll also have the ability to sign up for a 7th class. Well, you know, we can't promise the 7th class, but if you like a 7th class, you'll want to make sure that you fill that part out as well. And then lastly, you'll want to make sure that you put in alternate courses. I think there'll be like a little star next to it if you have to fill it in. So you just want to make sure you fill out all parts of that Google form. And yeah, feel free to reach out to us if you have additional questions about this. We're happy to help. And again, just to reiterate, this is just the 2-step process. So you need to fill out, your student needs to fill out a course selection Google form. And then after that, they can go into HomeLink and input their classes there. We will be meeting with them in March to make sure that all these courses are inputted properly.
evening, everyone. I am Andy Kaur. I'm the academic counselor for the students' last names P through Z. The best way to reach me is through email or my number that was there. All right, moving on. I will be going over our Northgate graduation requirements as well as A through G requirements for our California public colleges for CSUs and UCs. So for Northgate, for social sciences or history, 3 years is required. And for A through G, we have 2 years requirement. For English, 4 years is required for Northgate graduation purposes. For A through G, same thing, 4 years. Next category is math. 3 years is required for Northgate graduation, and 3 years is also required for A through G. However, 4 years is recommended, as well as geometry and algebra 2 must be taken. Moving on to science, 2 years is required for Northgate graduation, life and physical sciences. Same goes for A through G. However, 3 years is recommended for our A through G requirements. Next area is world language. So this one differs for A through G and Northgate. For Northgate graduation requirements, you have 3 subject areas: world language, visual and performing arts, and CTE. So you must satisfy 2 out of the 3 subject categories. For example, let's say you've taken a year of Spanish and a year of art design. You have satisfied 2 of the 3 categories. For A through G requirements, we have the world language of 2-year requirement, 3 years highly recommended. Moving forward, physical education. For Northgate, we have 2 years of PE requirement, which is not a requirement for A through G. However, we want to make sure you satisfy the Northgate graduation requirement. For electives, we have 60 credits that are required for Northgate. And for A through G, we have 1 year of college prep elective. In order to graduate from Northgate, we have a total of 220 credits requirement, and all classes must be passed with a D or higher grade. For A through G, all classes must be passed with a C or better grade. Thank you. With that, I'm going to pass it on to our college and career advisor, Mrs. Prosnick.
All right, good evening, everyone. So I just wanted to let you know that if you are ever looking for information as it relates to college and career, AP, testing, SAT, ACT, college search, financial aid, scholarships, jobs, all of that stuff, you can actually get it on my webpage. There is a link from the Northgate main page where you can link to, under resources, the College and Career Center. And this is where you can also schedule a meeting with me if you ever need to. You can go over your action plans. You can log into Naviance that has a bunch of other tools. And I try to have a good calendar under what should I know right now of upcoming, for example, college fairs, events, that sort of thing. On the note of Naviance, which is actually our next slide, if you haven't gone into Naviance recently, the freshmen, we just went into their classes and went over their 4-year plan, as well as a bit about our Naviance tools. For other classes, we'll be going in there soon. But there's a lot of just really neat things. And Naviance has recently updated the user interface, so I think it's even more friendly, particularly their careers tab. But you can see here, there's just tons of ways to explore really what are the different college and career options for you after you leave Northgate High School. If you're even looking towards creating a resume, there's that sort of thing. There's a resume builder in there, and you can always get to Naviance on the Northgate main page under resources. There's a direct link for the Naviance Clever login. You log in the same way you log into your Google Classroom using your mdusd.net username and password. And I encourage you to go in and explore. And if you have any questions or would like more of a one-on-one about any of these tools or additional tools out there, please schedule an appointment.
Great. Thanks so much, Rebecca and others. So we're just going to start now to hear from a few of the different department chairpersons or representatives, starting with our CTE courses.
Hello, everyone. I'm John McGill, and I teach computer science and Spanish here at Northgate. And this year, we were very fortunate. The computer science pathway received a career technical education incentive grant. So we are getting some very neat stuff for the classroom, which we are looking forward to using next year. The 3 classes in the pathway right now are coding and gaming, AP Computer Science Principles, and AP Computer Science Java, which actually is dual enrollment with DVC. We need to renew that for next year, or for the next 3 years. It's really exciting. Coding and gaming is very basic. We design games and we play with them in class. Principles is the wide world of computer science, and we spend about 6 weeks on main topics. And then computer science A, or programming in Java, is all programming in Java. And if you have more information, or not more, if you have more questions, please let me know. My email is mcgilljay@mvusd, which I'm sure will be around later. Have a good day.
Thank you, John. Do we have Mr. Barker with us? All right, Glenn Barker has been with us for a long time, well-known in the Northgate community for building and running one of the most successful, if not the most successful, sports medicine programs in the state. So there are 2 levels to the course selections. The first is Sports Med 1, and then the advanced level Sports Med 2, both at Northgate, where the advanced level of Sports Med does qualify for the dual enrollment in credits at DVC. Again, those are the 2 options that your students would have for Sports Med.
You did it perfectly, Mr. Bach. Yeah, so thank you so much for allowing me to speak real quickly. Sports medicine is, I've been here for 32 years. It's a great program. Students can get involved with covering events if they want, but really it's more of a class in the facility here where they learn anatomy, they learn about injuries, they learn how to take care of themselves, they learn how to save people's lives. And it's a great stepping stone for individuals who want to go not only into medicine, but we've had students go on into various fields other than the medical profession. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Glenn. So from the English department, I believe we have Miss Jenkins to just give an overview on the options for English.
Okay. All right. Thank you. There are 11 teachers in the English department. Students don't have too many choices on what to take for English, but there are a few years where there are decisions to make. The 10th grade year, everybody takes the 10th grade college prep English class. By the 11th grade year, there are actually 3 choices. There's the college prep 11th grade class. There's an advanced placement class, which is literature at the 11th grade year. And there's also a class that we call Threads that kind of coordinates with a junior year American history class. And those 2 classes, the teachers coordinate and do some activities and units together, and often, do some experience-based learning. So that's what the 11th grade year is. And then for the 12th grade year, the choice is for the college prep 12th grade English, English 4, or the AP advanced placement class, which is language and composition. We have 2 electives, which are yearbook and film studies. Yearbook tends to be for upper level. Seniors get priority and juniors, and there are often more people who apply than we have space for. So there's often some discussion on how that class is filled. Film studies is a wonderful class. Some years we've had intro to film studies and advanced film studies, and I think all grade levels are welcome at that. Some grades have more opportunity and space in their schedule than others. And I just wanted to mention that we do have a journalism club that is going on. And we also have, I believe, some students just started a new reading club. So there's some clubs that are also going on that support, English language arts learning. So thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Karen. So we'll hear from Mr. Lyons for math.
Hi, yes, we have 10 teachers in the math department. You can see here the math flow chart. The default path here is to take Algebra 1 as a freshman. All paths go through geometry. You take that as a sophomore. Algebra 2 as a junior, and pre-calculus as a senior. We have more options available here. We have a 2-year Algebra 1 option down there at the bottom left before we get into geometry. We also have a more accelerated or advanced math path up there, Algebra 2 trigonometry and pre-calculus honors. Over on the right side in the dashed boxes, you can see the electives. We have 2 AP Calculus electives, AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC. We have an AP Statistics course, and we have a statistics course that are all A through G approved. And then personal finance is also an elective down there. That is not A through G approved. That's it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lyons. All of the information is again available in the course guide packets to learn more. And we're going to include at the end of this presentation contact information for all of the teachers that are presenting. Miss Leahy.
Yeah, hi, hey guys. My name's Lauren Leahy. I'm one of the social studies department chairs. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about core classes first. So 9th graders, as we know, don't have a core class for social studies, but 10th, 11th, and 12th graders do. So our 10th graders can take world history, AP World History, or AP European History. All of those work to fulfill credits for sophomore year. For our 11th graders, we have US History, American Threads, and AP US History. As mentioned earlier, American Threads is somewhat of a combination class. So that same group of kids has the same history teacher and also English teacher. Generally, those classes tend to be back to back. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, or 5th or 6th. So they can do some pretty interactive stuff together during those periods if they'd like to. 12th grade, we have government and AP government that's offered 1st semester. And 2nd semester, we have economics and AP economics. AP Euro is an elective for 12th graders if they are very interested in taking a history class as an elective. That's a great option for them in their 12th grade year. And then just a little bit about our electives. So international relations, you can take any year. International relations kind of takes on a Model UN template in that different kids and groups are given a country and then a general topic to research, talk about, and then debate about from the perspective of that country. Psychology looks at human behavior. Very similarly, AP Psychology does too. The biggest difference with those is just the course load and the fact that AP Psychology you can earn college credits for. Sociology, just looking at the interconnectedness of humans and groups and the social behavior amongst those humans. And then AP Euro, again, can be an elective for 12th graders, but it also can be a core class for sophomores if they take it sophomore year. Our website, www.northgatesocialstudies.com, has descriptions of all of our courses along with video links describing how each of these courses are. So I really recommend taking a look at those as parents or as students and trying to decide what classes to sign up for social studies. Thank you.
Great. Moving on to science.
Okay, hi, I'm Corey Starr from Science. On our first slide, you'll see that 10th graders have, oops, I don't know where it all is there. There it is. 10th graders have their choice between chemistry and the earth or chemistry honors. They are 2 different courses. Chemistry honors has a math prerequisite. I think if you click it 2 more times, Mr. Box, it'll come up. There you go. The course itself, the 2 courses use different textbooks. They teach things in a different order with a different pace. And of course, there's that math prerequisite for Chem Honors. If you go to the next slide, you'll see we have, these are the life science electives for 11th and 12th graders. our AP Biology and AP Chemistry, which is on the next slide. Those are both second year courses, college level courses. So you have to take the first year of those first. APES, which is AP Environmental Science, is a standalone AP class. And then we have Physiology and Physiology Honors. They cover the same basic information, but our honors classes, both this one and Physics Honors, which is on the next page, are taught at a faster pace with a deeper dive into the curriculum. And then, of course, we have Zoology. If you want to study animals, that's a great class too. If you flip the slide, these are the physical science courses. So there's the AP Chemistry, the second year. We also have Earth Science, which covers weather and volcanoes and stuff like that. And then our Physics or Physics Honors. And again, they're somewhat the same class. You can see there's a math difference in terms of the prerequisites there. The Physics Honors class does use trigonometry, so the math level needs to be higher for that class. That's it.
Great, thank you, Corey. Frau Nancy.
Sorry. Guten Abend, bonsoir, buenas tardes. Did I do that okay? We have 3 languages at Northgate, German, French, and Spanish. Unfortunately, French is being phased out, so your student will be able to continue in Spanish and German. We have, next slide, please. This is the German slide that we do all sorts of fun things in German class and learn a lot of German culture. There, of course, is Oktoberfest and Carnival, and we eat waffles, which is a great pull. We also learn a lot of German, which is great fun. And we move on into the German AP, which is also very successful. Next slide, please. Your student does have a chance to earn the seal of biliteracy. You have to remember though that, or realize that one of the requirements for the seal of biliteracy is 4 years in the classroom of the one language. So you can't take 1 year of French, then 1 year of German, then 2 years of Spanish and get the seal of biliteracy. It is, however, you get a really lovely little band thing to wear on your graduation robe. You can see a picture of that, and it is notated on your transcript, which is a great thing to get yourself into a great college. We have a great time in the World Language Department. We have a very successful passing rate in the Spanish AP test, as you can see on the slide, and the German AP test, which usually has 4 or 5 people taking it, is also, we have, since I've been at Northgate the last 5 years, 100% passing percentage. So we are very successful at that, and we also, like I say, we have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of eating in German, which is very attractive to the boys, and we'll be getting back to that next year with our waffles and our I teach them all about German bread. So there, you can also take 2 languages. I've had a couple of students who've been very successful in taking both the Spanish and the German. I had a student 2 years ago take both AP tests, Spanish and German. She passed them both. So obviously it's a great program, and we would love to welcome 10th graders into German 1, no reason not to, or into German 11th graders or 12th graders, or you can carry on with your Spanish. So thank you very much. Vielen Dank. Bis nächstes Jahr.
Thank you, Frau Nancy. So Carolyn Moore is next to talk a little bit about the visual arts.
Hi, everybody. Carolyn Moore, Visual Arts Department. We offer several courses here at Northgate. We have some great pathways, design, photography, and animation pathways, which are career technical classes. You can start with intro courses, which most of our freshmen do take, and you might have already taken those. Intro to 2D animation or art design AB. But we have successful students that take those all the way up to senior year. We do offer DVC credit with our art design AB class. That's DVC credit. And if you want to talk to us about that later at the AP DVC meeting, please come by. We offer ceramics 1 for sophomores and above, art 2 drawing. If you have taken art design AB or animation, you can get into that class. We have graphic design, Art 2 graphic design, again, with a prerequisite of art design AB, but all of these courses can be passed over if you make a meeting with me and we look at a portfolio. We have intermittent animation now, and for the first year this year, we are offering animation 3, which is great. So you can go all 3 years of animation. We have ROP CTE photography, which is also a career technical education course, which I teach and also am a photographer for the city of Oakland. And we have advanced art design, which is a portfolio course, and then all my lovely AP classes, which are AP Studio Design 2D, AP Drawing, and AP 3 Design. If you're interested in the AP courses, please come and talk to us. I said ROP, which is actually an old terminology. It's actually CTE. I noticed that in the which is Career Technical Education. And any of these classes, the upper level AP classes, I do require a portfolio or someone to come talk to me just to make sure that we can make sure you're in the right course. So also we are a career focused art department. We really are looking to make sure our students can succeed in the Bay Area, no matter if you choose an art career or if you're going into another career. We really center on the digital arts and ways that can connect our students here at Northgate to a higher level of a job and application. We do offer certifications for Adobe programs where I have several students that have gone straight from school with their certificates and gotten jobs in the industry using Adobe products such as Photoshop and Illustrator. We also are doing an animation pathway now that does Toon Boom as well. And all of those are certificated, and your students get the lovely software, as well as all of our traditional medias like painting, drawing, and sculpture. Thank you. Come see me in AP.
Great. Thanks so much, Carolyn. So we're going to talk and hear from the Performing Arts Department, which includes several different staff members who will present, starting with Greg Brown with instrumental music.
Hello there. This is Greg Brown. Here you see our students enjoying their musical expressions, and we can move on. Thank you. The pathway for instrumental music in 9th grade, kids will take concert band or orchestra, and the natural progression from concert band is symphonic band. If the student wishes to progress into a higher level, they can move to wind ensemble through audition or teacher recommendation. Orchestra meets all grade levels all the time. So you just stay in that class for 4 years. If the student is interested in jazz band, they will audition and either be placed in stage band or jazz band 2 or jazz band 1. All placements are by audition for the jazz bands. Audition videos are due on March 4th, and you can contact me at that email address to receive an electronic audition packet for stage band, jazz band, or for wind ensemble. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Greg. So moving on to drama, another great program at Northgate. Mr. Litton, are you with us?
So I did the whole Zoom, I was muted and talking thing. So let's start again. I'll burn through this quickly. My name is John Litton. I'm the drama guy. Everything I'm about to say, I'm going to say very quickly. So if you want a recap or to see it again, there's a video link that you can click on after the presentation. So whether your student is brand new and wants to test the creative waters, or if they have a strong pull and want to be part of the main stage productions, or if they want to work behind scenes, designing and building with the technical team, Northgate's production courses has something to offer for everyone, and I would certainly love for you to be part of the show. So here's the flow. All right, we got Drama 1. The purpose of Drama 1, or what I'm calling Production Toolkit, is to give students a solid overview of theater while engaging in a variety of experience building skills in acting, writing, directing, and improv. In short, Drama 1 is both creatively structured and dynamically fun. If your student is a squirmer or a daydreamer or has a passion for expression, Drama 1 is definitely for them. It's open to all grades and abilities. Drama 2 is Production Classroom. This is where students gain firsthand experience in what it means to produce a show, from play selection and audition to production design and rehearsal, and finally to several culminating performances. Drama 2 is a great performance class for athletes, students who work, or students who have multiple outside commitments because all rehearsals and technical duties are handled during school hours with little to no after-school commitments. To join Drama 2, students must have taken Drama 1 or 3 years of outside training or by special arrangements with me. For more information, you can visit the constructed, it's like I'm building it right now, 2021-2022 Drama 2 Google Classroom. And then finally, we have Production Workshop. Production Workshop is the ultimate in both technical theater in both theatrical project-based learning and higher order thinking skills. Production Workshop is responsible for overseeing the drama club, improv shows, student-written one-acts, student-produced films, and 3 main stage productions each school year. Students interested in Production Workshop are selected by an audition process. To be considered for Production Workshop, students have to have completed Drama 1 and 2 or through special arrangements made with me. Any student interested in Production Workshop must audition. Auditions will be held this year in early April. For more information, visit the 2021-2022 Production Workshop classroom page. And then finally, we got Stagecraft. So if your student is interested in building, model making, painting, science fiction props, then this is the class for them. Stagecraft offers project-based learning where students identify, understand the various areas of technical theater, including scenic design, set construction, lighting, sound, costumes, and makeup. Stagecraft is a very hands-on CTE program that allows for group efforts to shine in front of the school and our awesome community. The theater arts are more than classes. We are family, and we are definitely on the rise. To all interested in taking any performance arts class, know that I am looking for you. So come and join us. Your story is waiting to be told. Woo! Thank you.
Lots of energy. Moving on, we will hear a little bit about the dance program at Northgate from Miss Howerton.
Hi, good evening. Hard to follow that act, Mr. Litton. Okay, welcome to the dance department. I'm Miss Howerton, or Howie, as the students call me usually. A couple photos of our students that we've taken some field trips down to Chapman University in Orange County area and taken some classes in LA at the Edge. So the department consists of Dance 1, Dance 2, and Dance Production. And the students will learn a variety of different styles and appreciation of how the body moves, vocabulary, tempo, rhythm, space, improv, a lot of choreography on the students' end, small group choreography, large group choreography, and I really like to show your students off. So we perform. Luckily enough, we can perform at lunchtime rallies and all school assemblies. We've done flash mobs. We have several shows throughout the year on the main stage in our beautiful theater, in the gym, a wonderful gala fundraiser at Boundary Oaks. And again, we attend different field trips throughout the year. And Dance 1 is anyone can take it, no background necessary. Dance 2, you must have taken Dance 1 currently. And I also will have Dance 2 auditions. You can go to the next slide. Awesome, thank you, Mr. Box. And that'll be next Wednesday after a course fair for the students. And that Dance 2 is for someone, maybe a freshman this year that is not in Dance 1 or anyone, or sophomore, junior, senior. Sorry, it just, some experience is required. And for juniors and seniors, Dance Production, those auditions will be in April, and there's clickable links for some of the Zoom projects and virtual pieces that we've been putting together in this online distance learning era. So check out the slides when you have some time on your free time. But a lot of these students have been with me for 3 or 4 years, and it is a pretty special department. There's almost 175 students in the dance department, and I would love to have your students be a part of it and get some physical activity in a year that we probably need to all move a little bit more. So thank you very much.
Great. So just moving on to another performing arts, we'll hear a little bit from Mr. Carter on the choirs.
I can tell you that we have 4 choirs at Northgate High School. The Northgate Madrigals and Bella Voce are the 2 advanced level choirs. Madrigals is a mixed choir, Bella Voce is a women's group. They both specialize in multi-part a cappella music. Specifically, they both love to do collegiate a cappella. And then Il Coro is an intermediate level men's group. Cantiamo is an intermediate level women's group. And then we do have a non-audition option for anybody that just wants to get involved and just wants to kind of be involved in concerts and stuff, but doesn't want the pressure of dealing with auditions. It's a really fun group, the concert choir. So those are the choirs that will be available next year. What's the next slide look like? It does look like Madrigals. So we hope you
one more class.
We started a guitar program again this year, and it's really fun. I did it for 10 years in my previous life. And this year was just about getting guitar players going on reading in first position, both melodically, and then developing ability to cover several different chord progressions so they can play in different keys. We're going to offer the course again next year, and as kids progress up the ladder, they will gain more leadership experiences, run ensembles, learn more accompanying techniques for accompanying the beginners, as well as doing multi-part ensembles themselves. It really gets fun, and it's a great way for folks who have done guitar before but haven't really learned the formals of reading music and stuff like that. It's a great way for them to kind of level the playing field with formal students who've studied. And I have a really good time. And one of the things I really enjoy is when the guitar program and the choirs get to mix and do things together. Collaboration is a big part of what I love to do, because I was a piano major in college and then sang all through school, and also played in a jazz band during lunch every day, eating sandwiches and playing piano at the same time. So that's really the world I came from. And so I love being able to do that at Northgate to continue that tradition. So if you have any questions, you can find my information all over the school website and reach out to me during office hours also. I'm always available 4 hours a week for conversations. And appreciate your time, appreciate your attention, and would love to see more kids involved in either the choirs or the guitar classes next year. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Carter. And then hearing from Mr. On. Mic on, are you there?
Mic on is muted.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. I did the John Litton impression, so just so you know. All right, here we are. My name is Mike On. I am here for the Northgate Physical Education Department representing tonight. And first, I want to speak to the parents of ninth graders, current ninth graders. Don't worry, I'm coming to the just sophomores and junior parents later. Parents of current ninth graders, your students' PE world is going to open up, not just because we're actually going to be back actually doing activities, but because as sophomores, they can choose from any of those 5 classes that are listed above the line. And to get into those 5 classes above the line, all they have to do is sign up. Team Sports 2, Team Sports 1, Dance 1 as PE, which you heard Ms. Howerton talk about earlier. As a sophomore, you can take Dance 1 as your sophomore level PE credit and take care of your PE requirements doing that. Weights 1, no intro necessary. You sign up for it, and aerobics as well. The 3 below the line, Dance 3 is not for sophomores anyways. Dance 2, if you're currently in Dance 1, which we have a smattering of freshmen that are in Dance 1 this year, they could sign up directly for Dance 2 and take that as their PE class next year. Weights 2. Coach Ballard, who is the football coach and athletic director, he will take care of getting the correct people that need to be signed up for Weights 2. So really, we want to focus above the line. And the options are plentiful. We want your student, your child, to sign up for the class that's going to give them the best experience, right? If they love dance, take dance. If they want to do weights, take weights. If they want to be involved with team sports, we want them to be involved with team sports. Now, the reason I want to explain Team Sports 2 is that you don't have to take Team Sports 1 to take Team Sports 2. For years at Northgate, it's just been called Team Sports 2, and it's otherwise known as Net Sports because in that class, we play badminton and tennis, which we don't do in Team Sports 1. So not every sport will involve a net, but it's just something that's been happening at our school for many, many years. Now, your kids have seen this in a video that I made explaining the classes a little bit more intimately in their PE classes the last 2 days, if your students are freshmen. Now, sophomore, junior parents, let's talk to you for just a second. We have more than 50 students each year that will take a third or a fourth year of physical education. And we're expecting probably a greater number next year because parents and everybody is wanting their children and students to be more active, right? And we know we're going to be outside for most everything we're doing. So as juniors and seniors, you can take PE as an elective, just like you could take music as an elective or art as an elective. You could take the same class 3 years in a row if you'd like. So please understand that if you want your child or your child wants to be involved in PE as a junior or senior, we are more than happy to have them. Juniors and seniors are what make our department really be as successful as it can be because they're great examples for the younger generation. And listen, we're just happy to be outside and active once again next year. So if you have any questions about it, have your students reach out to me. You can reach out to me, but we cannot wait to see your children in PE next year at Northgate.
Thank you, Mr. On. And then quickly we had Ms. Howerton back for more to talk a little bit about her other program she oversees, Leadership.
Hello. Yes. Leadership is a mixed class of 9th through 12th graders, which is really special, actually. And most of these students stay with me for 2, 3, 4 years. So just like Mr. Litton said in the chat, it does become a family feel in a lot of these classes where we can spend years together. Leadership is a mix of all grade levels. It is an A period class, so it is kind of early in the morning, but what a great way to start off your day. We focus on creating character and spreading a school culture to make everyone feel comfortable and safe and excited to be a Bronco. We focus on strong qualities like responsibility, accountability, creativity, time management, organization. We plan a lot of things. We are planning a lot of Zoom things this year, but we usually plan a lot of other events and fundraisers and rallies and homecoming and senior ball and moving on up assemblies and junior prom and all these different holiday get-togethers, movie nights. This is a quick snapshot, let me tell you, because it is actually a time commitment, but those dedicated and willing to make leadership and make 1,600 students excited to be on campus, this is the place for you to make your voice heard and to make a change on our campus. The blue Lead Apply 2122 is a live, active, current application, and I have created a whole new Google Classroom to upload those applications. Always email me. There is a Google Classroom code to join that classroom, and letters of recommendations are required with the application, as well as a Zoom interview process later in March. And there are class officers in every grade level. And this year we have adapted pretty well to creating the homeroom news the Bronco newscast on Wednesdays and lunchtime activities, speaker series, Kahoots, trivia games, scavenger hunts, and lots of advertising on social media where a lot of our students get their info. So leadership, if you have any questions, again, please email me, but happy to have your students. And it is A through G. It is A through G accounted for.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Howerton. So we're about ready to wrap up. So thank you all for listening. I know it's been fast and furious, but hopefully you're getting some information that will be helpful.
Good evening. I'm Kara Ravina, one of the vice principals here, and I oversee the students with A through L last names. I'm just going to touch briefly on our special education students. As they're signing up for their courses, you'll notice that academic success is not one of the selections on the Google form. We place students in that class separately with the case managers. As an admin team and a counseling staff, we work with the case managers to make sure that that is added into your student's schedule. So please, as you're going through the course selections, be sure to work with the case manager to make sure that all of the services are, the appropriate classes and services are being met for your student. In addition, sometimes our students are looking for credit recovery options. A couple of our current ones that we have available would include summer school, which we are still sorting out the final details on, but we will communicate as soon as that's been finished. Cyber High, which is a class that students can sign up for and take courses to get credits from courses that they may need to remediate. And also we are looking into other options that might be available through the district.
Great. And then my name's Craig Bach, so I oversee and work with students whose last names start with the letter M through Z. And in terms of what's coming up next in the course scheduling timeline, next week, your students could and should be aware of a course fair that's happening. There will be all of these departments represented for students to come and ask questions. We will have links to some videos with more in-depth information about different courses. We wanted to remind you and your students, we need you to select your courses in 2 places, the Google form and on HomeLink, and that's by the end of February. Soon thereafter, the first 2 weeks of March, the admin team and the academic counselors, we will meet with every single student at Northgate one-on-one for about 3 to 5 minutes to review all of their course selections, answer any questions they have, and solidify their choices in our HomeLink system so that they're all aware and those are finalized. And then early in June, kind of the very end of the school year, you will receive a draft or a first copy of the class list. It won't be in order, it won't have teachers' names, but it will be an initial copy that is shared with you. Changes or requests can be submitted at that point so that we can make those during the summer months. And then in August, you'll receive the final copy of the class list. And the last thing, the question that we most often get asked is, when will I actually get my schedule of classes? And if all goes as planned and we are back at school in the fall, the way we normally would be, walkthrough registration is the time and the place when the schedule of classes with teachers in the order will be shared with the students. So it's 6:57 and we want to welcome you in the next couple of weeks to our open house on February 25th. It will begin at 6 p.m. It will likely entail a combination of Zoom links, whether those be videos, whether they be live, but we will send out more information about open house soon. And as we wrap up, I again wanted to recognize and thank a wonderful, wonderful staff at Northgate for giving us their time and their expertise preparing and sharing information about their courses. All of their email addresses are listed on this slide, which will again be available to you all once we are finished. We'll put it in the chat, perhaps, a link to it. And knowing that a lot of you are also interested in additional information about the AP courses and even about DVC concurrent enrollment in 2 minutes, that information night is going to begin at the Zoom links that are listed on this page. And at 7:20 plus or minus, the representative teachers from different departments who teach AP courses will be hanging out in a drop-in Zoom link that you could visit to ask specific questions if you have them about any or all of our AP classes.